All right, let's get into the fun part, camera settings. If you want to capture sports, you've got to know how to balance shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. These three are what make or break your shots. First up, shutter speed. If you want to freeze the action, like a basketball dunk, a sprint finish, or even a car flying by, think 1/1000 of a second or higher. That's what keeps every detail sharp. On the flip side, if you want that cool motion blur effect, like panning with a runner or a car, slow it down around 1/60 to 1/125. The athlete or a car stays sharp, but the background streaks, which makes it feel super dynamic. Next, aperture. A wide aperture like f2.8 is your best friend for isolating an athlete. It gives you that shallow depth of field and nice blurry background. If you're shooting a team lineup or a group huddle though, stop down to f4 or even f8 so everyone's in focus. Now ISO, this is where things get tricky. Night games or dim stadiums push your camera, and raising ISO helps, but it also introduces noise, that grainy look. The tricks start with the lowest ISO. You can use the widest aperture on your lens, and if your camera has noise reduction, turn it on. If you're shooting RAW, you can also clean up noise later in Lightroom or something like Topaz Denoise. And pro tip, look for the brighter spots on the field and anticipate the action happening there. Don't forget autofocus. Set it to continuous AFC or AI servo. If you're on Nikon or Canon, pair that with subject tracking so your camera can follow moving players or vehicles. And of course, burst mode. High-speed bursts give you multiple frames per second, which massively increases your chance of catching that perfect shot. Here's your assignment. Head to your neighborhood and shoot moving people, bikes, or cars. Try freezing them at 1/1000, then slow it down to 1/60 and practice panning. Push your ISO in low light and figure out where your camera starts to get noisy. These little experiments will teach you way faster than just reading settings online.